Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like
If it's too hot, get the out the kitchen.
Angel Reese's rise to fame has hit the brakes, and the sudden whiplash is unmistakable. One moment she's trending like crazy, and the next her name's dropping off the charts faster than a celebrity marriage. Did she lose her momentum? Is Gen Z already over her? Or did someone finally ask, where are the points? We're dissecting the drama, fueling the speculation, and questioning whether this is just a temporary dip or the end of her hype train. Grab some popcorn. This story is far from over, and the twists keep coming. The hype may be fading, but the drama's just getting started.
This is your star? This is who the media claims is elevating the WNBA? This is who the media has spent the last year wasting time trying to convince us that Angel Reese is responsible for elevating the dump? The same Angel Reese that could not sell out home games when she was at LSU. The same Angel Reese that struggled to sell tickets last year with the Chicago Bravado. The same Angel Reese that could not give away free tickets to her immaculate homecoming a couple of weeks ago at LSU. You're trying to convince me she is responsible for the growth of the WNBA?
Let's lay it all out plainly. Ticket sales for the WNBA are in, and the stats don't lie. Angel Reese isn't even near the top in ticket sales. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is selling out arenas like she's handing out golden tickets to Willy Wonka's factory. Every time Caitlin hits the court, it becomes a national event. Fans are rushing to buy tickets, tuning in by the millions, and their phones are overheating trying to catch every highlight. It's clear who's driving the buzz right now, and Reese's name isn't leading the pack. Caitlin's star power is shining brighter than ever.
Chicago Sky go into LSU, the home court of Angel Reese. Man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, this sucker. Nobody. Let me just blow this. Look at that. I noticed it right off the bat. Look, number one, look at all the purple seats down here in this lower bowl section. And then the entire top bowl, forget about it.
This is where you'd expect Angel Reese to be riding shotgun, teaming up with Caitlin Clark in the ultimate showdown. The two superstars, the league's biggest draw, should be dominating headlines together. But that's not the case. Angel's name isn't on the ticket sales charts because she's been quietly pushed aside on the court, like a piece of furniture no one really wants, but can't quite get rid of. Her star power seems to be fading into the background as Caitlin takes center stage.
So she come out, made that statement last year. For the umpteenth time, nothing supports that anybody's watching anybody other than one team. All right? I mean, we have to bring up attendance and ratings daily. Seriously, we do. Why? Because this kind of crap keeps...
This year, Angel's been shifted into a more offensive role. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the catch. Less offense for Angel Reese means fewer rebounds. And if you're not grabbing boards, crashing the paint, or disrupting opponents like a wrecking ball with sneakers, then what's your purpose? Without her rebounding prowess, she's lost some of her edge, and it shows in her game and in her standing on the court.
And you're a good energy player. You got the heart. You have all that, but you got to work on your offensive game if the Chicago Sky is going to get any better. Because I love, I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. Kennedy Carter, but Angel Reese, you have to work on your offensive game. I be seeing you in transition, it's nasty. My little brother plays better in transition. Like you just, around the basket, you missing all, you have to work on your game.
And here's the real twist. If Angel isn't securing rebounds and bringing that relentless hustle, it's not just her stats that are at risk. It's whether she even earns a spot in the starting lineup. Yes, you heard that right. The player who once dominated college basketball and made a huge impact entering the WNBA could find herself warming the bench, watching from the sidelines. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to draw massive crowds, sometimes even surpassing attendance at some. The shift in Angel's role has serious implications for her career trajectory and her presence on the court.
This is Angel Reese. Go ahead and play it. She needs a lot of attention. Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot.
Boom, what a move. Okay, so average WNBA viewership, okay, game, 7,300 in attendance, okay? The average Angel Reese game is 10,100, 10,200 they come to watch her. You know what the average attendance is when Caitlin Clark plays home or the road?
What?
15,300,
wow.
Okay? 15,300. Right there, look at this. Caitlin Clark gets 15,591 fans in attendance, 105% increase. Compared to the average game is 7645. And to Angel Reese, it's only 10,000 people.
Last year, Angel Reese was all praise for Caitlin Clark, saying Caitlin isn't the only one bringing eyes to the sport with that calm, confident smile. It felt like a message of sisterhood that the WNBA loved. Why the shift? The truth is, reality hit hard. Caitlin Clark remains the undisputed star, the league's biggest draw, pulling fans in with every buzzer-beater, step-back three, and jaw-dropping assist. Meanwhile, Angel's star power has dimmed. She's struggling to fill seats, and honestly, if ticket sales were a popularity contest, Angel's name wouldn't even be on the ballot. If you're not actively growing the league's fan base, what are you really contributing besides highlight reels and viral moments? The WNBA's growth is largely driven by Caitlin Clark's brilliance, her game, her charisma, her ability to captivate audiences. Every game-winning shot and every highlight from Clark continues to draw new fans and keep the sport buzzing. Meanwhile, Angel's trajectory feels more like a slow fade into obscurity, like that forgotten hit from the 90s that randomly plays at a bar and makes everyone go, "Oh yeah, I remember that." The landscape is shifting and Clark is leading the charge.
Folks, do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her.
Now, it's not just about ticket sales or performance on the court. It's about perception. And right now, the feeling is that Angel Reese is losing her edge. Fans don't care about your Instagram followers if you're not filling seats or putting up points. They want the excitement, the game-changing hustle, the highlight reel moments that make them jump off their couches. Caitlin Clark consistently delivers that thrill. Angel, unfortunately, hasn't been able to keep up. Here's a wild idea. Perhaps this Angel Reese fading narrative isn't solely about her skill level, but is influenced by the stories ESPN and the media want to tell. Remember those hot takes questioning her work ethic or labeling her as all talk, no skill? Turns out those critiques might have been early hints of a narrative now gaining traction, especially as ticket sales decline. But don't feel too bad for Angel. Switching to a more offensive role could be a fresh start, right? Except offense often means fewer rebounds, less hustle, and fewer moments to shine. It's like being asked to switch from the star of the show to a background extra. Sure, you can do it, but don't expect the fans to cheer loudly. The spotlight is shifting. And Caitlin Clark remains the one capturing everyone's attention.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. Okay, you know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance in a year? 48%. That's massive for them. So that's the argument they're making. That's the Caitlin Clark.
So buckle up, because if Angel Reese doesn't find a way to turn things around this season, we're headed for a major shift in the WNBA landscape. Caitlin Clark isn't just the league's brightest star. She's becoming the entire show. And Angel? Well, she's got some serious ground to cover. Caitlin Clark is shaping the future. Angel Reese has a lot of work to do if she wants to stay relevant. Right now, the numbers show she's dropping off faster than you can say reality check. But we're just getting started. If you thought her ticket slump was bad, wait until you see the chaos brewing beneath the surface. This isn't just a slump, it's a slow motion unraveling, a train wreck in the making that fans are talking about, whispering about, and sometimes even roasting her every move. The league's changing, and unless Angel finds a way to reassert herself, she might be left behind as Caitlin Clark continues to take over the spotlight.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated.
First, let's talk about the so-called big move to offense. Honestly, it's better described as a tactical demotion wrapped in a shiny position change. The brutal truth is, when your signature strength is dominating the boards and overpowering opponents in the paint, being told to play more offense is like asking a fish to fly. Completely unnatural and counterproductive. It's a clear sign that the coaching staff is struggling to figure out how to utilize you effectively anymore. And let's not kid ourselves into thinking this is some display of true versatility. No, this feels more like a panic move, a response to your defensive dominance fading, highlight reels shrinking, and crowds growing quieter. Suddenly you're scrambling for a new role, but all anyone seems to care about is Caitlin Clark pulling up from impossible distances, sinking shots that look almost otherworldly. And remember the hype machine that built Angel up last season? The next big thing? The poster girl for women's basketball's future? Well, here's a reality check. Hype doesn't pay the bills or fill seats. Fans want to see winners, highlight reels, and game-changing moments. Caitlin Clark has been delivering those nonstop. Meanwhile, Angel stats are starting to resemble a sequel nobody asked for, one that's losing its appeal fast. And that ticket sales report? It's not just a number, it's a statement. It's the cold, hard evidence that, while Angel has been busy adjusting her game and dodging tough questions, Caitlin has been out there creating buzz, drawing crowds, and carrying the league's popularity on her back with undeniable flair.
And it looks like Caitlin Clark after the Olympics said, I'm going God mode, and I'm just about to show you what this is about.
Yeah, everything looks good. Everything that she's doing looks good.
Yep.
Her shooting looks good. Her passing looks good.
People started catching the passes, and guess what? There were turnovers.
And oh my God, they're winning now.
Yeah. And she has thrown some dives in the last couple games, man. I think that girl Becky has been usually the receiver of them.
Yeah.
But she cuts really well, and she sees her and just with no space.
Most of their nationally televised games to the white girl from Iowa? That doesn't make any sense. I know the WNBA dump isn't known for making smart business decisions. I mean, this is the same league that's been operating for 30 years and has never managed to generate an Indian rupee in profit. Hell, if it wasn't for charitable donations from sympathetic donors, the damn dump would struggle to generate revenue.
An Angel? Well, she's starting to run out of steam in that department. The move to focus more on offense may have been an attempt to spark her game. But if that spark continues to fade, she risks becoming the league's biggest what-if story. What if she had doubled down on her strengths from the start? What if she had dedicated more time behind the scenes instead of playing the PR game? What if the WNBA had invested as much in her as it has in Caitlin Clark? It's not just about stats or position, it's a matter of identity. And right now, Angel seems to be facing a full-blown crisis playing out on national television and, more importantly, in front of the fans who support the league. Social media is buzzing with critiques. Fans calling out her lack of hustle, questioning if the Chicago Sky might be better off without her hogging key minutes. Here's the harsh truth. The growth of the WNBA hinges on stars who hustle, excite, and consistently perform. Caitlin Clark is that star. Angel Reese? She's teetering on the edge of becoming a cautionary tale. If she doesn't find her rhythm again, she risks fading into the background as Caitlin continues to dominate and define the league's future.
Wait a minute. I am incredibly confused this morning. Headline over at USA Today. Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
And let's not overlook the biggest irony in all of this. Angel's most memorable moments have come because of Caitlin Clark. Without Clark creating opportunities, drawing defenses, and forcing double teams, Angel might never have been in the spotlight at all. If Angel can't turn things around, if she can't rediscover the hustle and heart that made her a fan favorite in college, she risks sliding further down the pecking order. Coaches could bench her more often. Fans might lose interest, and the media will have plenty to speculate about, turning it into a soap opera. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's star continues to rise. She's becoming the face of the WNBA, selling out arenas, breaking streaming records, and dominating highlight reels. With every clutch shot, every viral play, Clark elevates the league's profile. For the Chicago Sky, the math is straightforward. Less Angel Reese playing means more opportunities for the team to succeed. Fans are already noticing. Teams look sharper, ball movement is smoother, and they're more competitive without relying on Angel's fading influence. The future of the league seems to be leaning heavily on Clark, and Angel's path forward is now more uncertain than ever.
I thought Angel Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month: how Angel Reese and Asia Wilson are leading the WNBA's growth.
If Angel truly wants to reverse her fortunes, it's going to require more than just a simple position switch. It demands a complete reboot, renewed work ethic, a fresh attitude, and perhaps a dose of humility. Right now, she's walking a precarious tightrope that could snap at any moment, with the only outcomes beneath her being a tarnished legacy and a spot on the bench. The WNBA can't afford to lose momentum with its emerging stars, especially when Caitlin Clark is the driving force propelling the league forward. Fans recognize that Clark isn't just a player. She's the league's engine, constantly pushing the narrative with her highlight reels, record-breaking performances, and undeniable star power. Angel Reese's gradual decline serves as a stark reminder. Talent alone isn't enough, but showing up, putting in the work, and delivering when it counts are what truly matter. This season is shaping up to be less about team rivalries and more about star-to-star battles. Clark versus Reese. On one side, Caitlin Clark, the unstoppable highlight maker and ticket seller, continues to elevate the league's profile. On the other, Angel Reese struggles to maintain relevance as the spotlight narrows and audiences shift their attention. If Angel doesn't get her act together quickly, she risks finding herself sidelined, watching the league's future unfold without her, while Clark keeps lighting up arenas and drawing fans by the thousands. The WNBA's growth isn't driven by talk or promises. It depends on action, hustle, and star power. Currently, Caitlin Clark is the brightest star guiding the league's trajectory. Angel Reese, she's running out of time to catch up. And if she doesn't, her place in the league's future may be permanently out of reach. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.